Hello guys. In this session, let's talk something about analog layout matching concepts. So this is something very important when it comes to an analog layout profile. Okay. The reason being, whenever we lay out the analog layouts, so we deal with a lot of sensitive part of the circuitry wherein symmetry and surrounding environment plays a very important role for a device performance. So as you can see in these pictures, which I've picked it up from the internet, the way the devices are laid out, there you can see the symmetry on the left side and the right side. Okay, the way the transistors are placed, the way the connections are made. Same thing for the picture over here on the right side. Okay, so in this session, let's deep dive into it and try and understand what exactly are we going to learn in this session. Okay, so we start with what is matching techniques. What are the matching techniques, in fact? So what is the significance of this? Why do we do matching? First of all, what is the importance of placing the devices in a such and such way? And then there is a term called gradients. So what exactly are these? Okay, so while fabrication or when we are doing the layouts and all, there are certain parameters which impact the behavior. Say we call it as the process, temperature and stress. So these are the three gradients which we will be talking about. And then types of mismatches. So are there is it generic, or are there something which is under the control of a layout engineer which you can play with to mitigate these effects? Or are there some layout techniques which, in spite of laying them out, there are certain scenarios which are not under the control of a layout engineer? How do you deal with such scenarios? Okay, some things to keep in mind before you lay out. Okay, what are the matching considerations one need to keep in mind while doing the layout? So let's focus on that as well. And obviously we have matching techniques. Say for example, when it comes to matching considerations, the way we place the transistors, the orientation of transistors, the way they are arranged, okay, the surroundings, all of this we'll be discussing. There's a specific terminology for each of those. We'll discuss about that. And matching techniques. So are we laying them out in one direction or two directions? Or what is the impact of these things? When do we go for a single direction? When do we go for a multi-dimensional arrangement of devices? We'll study about all of those. For what kind of devices we go for it. Okay, which techniques is used for what kind of devices? We'll learn about that as well. And matching devices. Devices, I mean transistors. So for different kinds of transistors, we've got different techniques what we have to use. So for example, and then again we have resistors. If at all we are using resistors in our layouts, what are the techniques we need to imply over here? Same thing implies with the capacitors and the BJTs as well. So here we have spoken about the devices, varieties of devices, adding the dummies, the guard rings, the XYZ factors. But along with that, is that only dealing with the devices? We call it as matching, or is there something else? So we've got something called as routing guidelines as well. So if at all you have to match a delay between two lines reaching from point A to point B, how do you take care of those things? If at all your designer says you need to ensure the resistance has to be as least as possible and matched, how do you do that? We'll look into that as well. And along with that, we'll also discuss about a test case of an op-amp. So what exactly you have to do when an op-amp is given to you, or for that matter any current mirror or a differential pair, how do you deal with that? Okay, how do you lay it out? How do you arrange the devices? How do you ensure the signal lines are straight? How do you ensure the power strips are done properly? Okay, how do you ensure the guard rings have been laid out properly? All of those things, and in the end we'll discuss about refreshing the whole of all of that stuff. Okay, we'll discuss all about this in our course in analog layout matching techniques. But before we go to that, we also advise you guys to have a look at another session over here on analog layout, current mirrors and biasing circuits, because this is another course what we have on Semionics Academy, wherein we advise you to have a look at this so that you'll get a deeper insight when you have to deal with different kinds of current mirrors. When you have tens of these, when you have one or two, when you have odd numbers, when you have not the differential pair, when you've got hundreds of devices to be used as current mirrors, how to deal with that, how to ensure you create a very robust current mirror. Okay, you can have a look at all of these videos on Semiotics Academy, wherein you can register there for free. You've got all the details of all the courses what we've mentioned, and then you can connect with us on LinkedIn. You can connect with us on Semiotics. Another important thing is you can also connect with us on a WhatsApp channel called Semiotics Global Connect. Okay, we will be giving you the link in the description below on YouTube, and then you can have a connect with us directly, and you can also connect with us on all of these platforms. If you have any doubts, if you have anything in specific which you are looking for, because we do have people asking us for career counseling relating to the profiles. Some of them say we need some guidance on some workshops, on some of them say we need to prepare for interviews, need some inputs on specific sessions. Any of your queries, feel free to connect with us, and I'll be giving a direct link to the whole course on analog layout and matching techniques. You can very well take advantage of this course on Semiotics Academy. Thank you.